Hey guys, how's it going? This is Derek
and Bryce
from UPRC, and today on this video we've got a special unboxing of not just one, but two TRX-4 Defenders. One in red and one in silver. So let's get started. Oh, let's do I'm gonna unbox mine first, and I'm gonna beat you. That's all I'm saying. Crap, I already started on the wrong side.
Oh. Go! Alright, so first things first.
We'll go over everything, what you get in the package here, once we get everything unboxed. But first thing, looks like the controller. Got some cardboard. Holy shites, this thing just comes right out. Oh. Now, if you guys were thinking about getting one of these, I would highly recommend it because, it smells so new.
It does.
So, looks like you get, I'm not sure exactly what that is.
That is something we'll find out and look into. Let you
Get some Traxxas stickers, looks like some documentation, as well as a quick start guide, and some this, but I'm not exactly sure what that is for yet. I mean, we're new to this, so we've been hinting at these
for a couple months.
Yeah, for a couple months. So we finally mustered up the courage to get them, and we're super excited to get them out. So looks like you just pull two pins.
We'll take the on the front and back.
The body comes.
I know it's kind of a minor thing, but I do like that the pins are black. That's kind of a nice touch, in my opinion.
It looks like the plastic just comes right off. So I'm going to set the body aside just for now, and we're going to kind of get a look on the inside. Oh man, this is nice. Oh. And the thing is so he was traveling last week, and I just had him ship his to my house, and I literally had to sit and stare at his for like a week, and then I ordered mine locally through one of our local Traxxas dealers. So I had to wait like an extra week just to get mine, but we've got both of them now, and man, these things are sweet.
Very nice.
They smell so nice.
So here's the front and your rear.
So we'll kind of bring the camera a little closer, and we'll kind of show you some in-depth stuff on basically what these things pertain to. We're kind of new to these, so if we kind of butcher a couple things, we do apologize, but we're kind of learning them as we go. I also picked up the Bluetooth receiver for this remote, and I'm going to do a how-to guide on that in the near future. But I got to learn it myself first, and then I'll bring that guide to you guys. But yeah, we'll kind of get a nice close-up of these and kind of go over the overview of basically what you get. And a little other side note, I also am going to be purchasing the Traxxas full LED kit, and I think Bryce will as well, so we'll also do an installation video on that as well. We're going to go really in depth with these things because these aren't slashes, these aren't bandits, we're not going to beat these things, but we're going to take them crawling a lot this summer. So
there's a couple national parks near us, not national parks, but some water sort of by Lake Superior, and some rivers by us that are considered parks, and there's a lot of hiking trails and really fun creek crossing spots that we're going to take these, and it'll be a good time.
Yeah, because we definitely plan on taking these to as many places as possible. They're, as far as I can tell, they're great units. We've read reviews online, and a lot of people like them. The only thing I've read that is pretty much a downside is that the servos can go out, but we'll see. I mean, we're not going to beat ours. We're going to take care of ours, but we'll obviously take them rock crawling and stuff like that and whatnot.
And we'll do some reviews on them as they keep going. A couple weeks in, a month in, a couple months in. We'll do reviews on how they're holding up.
Yeah,
things to watch for.
Things we've had to replace, things that are running pretty strong, stuff like that. So yeah, like I said, we're going to pull the camera closer and get an in-depth look of what you get. So just looking a little closer, as you can see, there's two small servos here. One is for controlling the front tires, and the other is for controlling the rear for the differentials. As well as we are running a Titan 21-turn 550 motor, and also an XL5 ESC. Now this ESC is fully waterproof, which is a nice touch,
especially because you're going to probably take this through some, water. Maybe not submerge it, but take it through some water, some puddles, maybe a crick or two, something like that. We're dealing with some nice premium, easily adjustable shocks. Looks like an all metal frame. Some really nice beefy tires. A very nice, easily swappable battery housing. Just getting a little overlook of basically what the inside looks like. Now these are plastic. The only really metal on here as far as what's connected to the chassis is the frame here. But everything else is pretty much plastic, which isn't too bad. Traxxas plastic is pretty tough. So that is an overview of basically what's inside. We'll go over the remote next. So for this remote, it is the TQI top qualifier with the Bluetooth module. Now I have the Bluetooth module installed currently, and it works like a charm. Like I said before and earlier in the video, I will be going over how to install that receiver and an in-depth guide on how the app works on your smartphone or tablet. So just a little quick rundown on the controller. Basically this top silver switch up here, this is going to control your front and rear locking differentials. So you push once for the front and push twice for all four. You also have two red buttons up top. One is set and the other is menu. I believe the menu is probably more or less more oriented towards like when you want to program the receiver. But set is really nice because it acts as a adaptive cruise control. So basically if you're cruising along, whatever you have the speed set to, you hit the set button, your unit will continue to go that speed until you hit the brake, which is a really nice touch. You also have your steering trim, as well as, you have your steering trim here, as well as your multi-function. Your 50-50 and your 70-50. And here, this is for activating high range. Right now it's in high range. And this is activating, if you flip the switch just once, then it goes to low. When you have all the diffs locked, I usually just keep it in low, just because it might put some tension on that, and I don't really want to, wear down that stuff right away. Or at all, really. This controller takes 4 AA batteries, and you just turn the controller on right down at the bottom here with the flip of a switch. You'll have a nice little green color indicator when the remote is on, as well as a nice green LED. So that's basically it for the remote. Pretty straightforward. It's a little bit more complicated than your standard remote that comes with just a standard slash. It's got a lot more features on it. I'll go over and show you the body next. So this will be a quick rundown on the body. This is the red. Basically what you get is you get a nice hard plastic outer shell, kind of like a roll cage really. Nice plastic snorkel. Really doesn't serve any purpose, it's just there for looks, as well for the mirrors. Everything here is just really for looks. They have, as you can see, these 2 little socket holes here. These are for your to mount a LED light bar to the front. They really fitted this out pretty well for like customization and that kind of stuff. And it's nice to have a little basket up top. These holes here, this is where it's going to connect to the body mounting on your chassis. If we flip this over, as you can see, there's some nice, almost like fender flare guards, fenders basically to prevent mud from getting up inside into your electronics and all the stuff inside like the battery and whatnot. And this is hard plastic. Now these holes here, these are for your rock crawler lights, which again is part of that $100 kit add-on if you choose the lighting kit. Coming around back here, just some a nice spare wheel, which is also a nice touch because these wheels aren't exactly on the cheaper side. And you have like a little prop jack as well as 2 prop gas cans. So that's basically it about the body. Now we're going to show you how it works. Okay, everyone, so we're going to give you a quick little rundown on how everything works. So first thing we're going to do is put in a battery. So the clip for the battery housing is right over here. You just kind of, can be a little difficult, but should just pop right out. We're going to set that aside. In this case, we're going to be using a 5,000 milliamp hour LiPo. This is a 2S. You can use a nickel metal hydrate as well, but I have a LiPo in this case. So then we're going to pop the battery housing or battery holder right back in like that and plug in our battery. All right, so just rotating this around. So here's your little blue button right on the ESC. We're going to go ahead and turn that on. So it's going to flash green. That means the controller is not on or it can't find the controller. So now we just turned the controller on and it went to solid green. So that means the controller paired up with the unit just fine. So just a quick little rundown. Kind of set this back a little bit so you can get a nice overview. So kind of like if you've dealt with other Traxxas units before, it's kind of the same concept. You know, this turns the wheels, that kind of stuff. Lift it up. Triggers gas. Well, pulling it towards you will go forward. Pushing it away will go reverse. Just kind of do a little shock test as well as a drop test. So, like I said, this is a Titan 21 turn 550 motor as well as an XL5 ESC. Pretty standard. So if I rotate this around, kind of bring it a little closer here, demonstrate how what these two servos do here. So as I mentioned earlier in the video, one is for controlling the front and the other is for controlling the rear. Just a little demonstration like I pointed out before. This switch, push it once to lock the fronts, push it twice to lock the rears, and both of them. So then also you have your high-low. So right now it's in low. We'll flip it to high. We'll unlock, or we'll, unlock both the differentials. It's got some nice pickup to it. A lot of torque in this unit. You can do wheelies with it, all sorts of different cool stuff. Basically, that's a quick rundown on that, and we'll show it climbing some stuff next. So there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing video of the red and silver editions of this Traxxas Defender. We plan to do a crazy amount of more videos with these in the future. Right now we've still got snow on the ground, so we don't really want to take them out in the snow.
We kind of want to get used to them first, maybe crawl them around to the house. We actually plan on building a crawler course, like just a silly little crawler course at Bryce's house in the upcoming future. So basically that's about it. Like I said, stay tuned for the how-to guide on the Bluetooth module for the Traxxas Link. That'll be probably coming up within a few weeks as well. I guess that's pretty much it. They're pretty solid units. I mean, we just kind of touched the surface with them, but we plan to, be more in depth with them in the future. So,
yeah, I mean, as far as we can tell, they're awesome. We appreciate you guys tuning in again.
Yeah. So, like I said, look forward to more videos in the future of the Traxxas Defender, and we'll catch you in the next one.